Hey everyone, I just finished a 10-hour stream where we basically talked about the Charlie Kirk assassination that occurred today. And I just want to point out some evidence that has been floating around and kind of summarize everything as best as I can that may have happened. Of course, the FBI probably has a lot of evidence that I don't have. However, I just want to show you something here. These are the grounds that the Charlie Kirk talks were going on. His tent was placed down around here, and this is kind of a little outdoor area for people to sit around and listen to what's going on here. And we've seen a lot of video from this. I'm going to show some video from different sides, and the evidence that I've seen indicates that there may have been a possible shooter up over here on this rooftop here, and I'll get into that here. So, this is a video here of some students that were walking along this pathway here. I'm going to show you where this pathway is here. This pathway is down along here, and they're filming towards this rooftop up here, okay? So this is this rooftop over here. So what they're doing,
yeah, you think he'd already be in place?
Is they've noticed that somebody had run across this roof, and this roof is here. So they've noticed that somebody's run across this roof from this direction and then laid down on the roof here overlooking this area here. And they're obviously very concerned about what's going on. What is this guy doing up here?
I think that.
So they're watching it.
On the roof over there?
Talking about how there's somebody on the roof over there. They've seen him run across there from this area here. Again, that's coming from this direction here, okay? Now, on this video here, you can see this video from the inside of this building, and this is the rooftop here. Again, this is looking from the bottom floor. There's a little room here that people are watching this from. You can't see into the room from here, but it's basically from this direction here, and it's looking out, and you can see the rooftop here from this video. So that's the rooftop there, and I'm not sure how. Let's see if I can zoom in on this a little bit here. But you can see, if you're watching the video, you can see this speck up here, and you might not think that that's anything. Excuse me. But then you can see the crowd. The shot is fired, and you can see everyone immediately ducking. Okay, so I'm doing this in slow motion. But if you watch this speck up here, it's not just like an air vent or something. You can actually see it move to the left as we're panning right. So watch how it's getting closer and further away from this point over here. So whoever that is already moving away. You can see how small the speck is. That would indicate that the person has moved from here. And because the speck is getting smaller as they're moving away from the lip of the roof, they're running in this general direction over here. Again, I'll look at this again so that now you can kind of see the explanation. The shot is fired. People are ducking. We pan into view where the person here is, and you can see them moving away and to the left as we pan right. Now, what I think that they probably did then is, if you look at this rooftop here and they're moving away, we've looked at this rooftop from other angles as well. So this is it kind of from the opposite side. It's one level, this roof. There's a little walkway that actually you can walk across over here. We've looked at a different angle, but this is actually a pathway on the second level that leads into the building. However, you can see that this pathway leads basically directly, a walkway leads directly into the building. However, what I think that they probably did is they probably just went down this stairwell here, and very easily was able to hop into a car that was probably parked here. They can probably get from this point across the building and down into a car in probably about a minute flat if they're moving at a good pace, and be in a car and out onto College Drive or Campus Drive. But what I think we're probably going to find is that they turned right onto Campus Drive made the turnaround here, and then took this exit onto University Parkway, and then hit Veterans Memorial Highway. And from there, they could be anywhere. This is now 13, 14 hours after the shooting. They could be in Seattle driving by now. They could literally be anywhere. They've got the option. There's an airport here in Provo. I don't think that they would take that airport, as there's not many flights from there. But they could very easily get to Salt Lake City's airport. I don't have it marked down here, but it's apparently a 40-minute drive. They could very easily have ditched their car from somewhere. They probably rented a car in another person's name, perhaps, ditched it somewhere. Maybe drove wherever. They could be in Phoenix. They could be in Seattle. They could be any direction. They could have hopped on an airplane from Salt Lake City airport. And it's now been 14 hours. They could be in Asia at this point. Like, they could be literally anywhere. But what I do think we are going to find is that the police are going to announce that they've got CCTVs, so that's like campus security television, evidence of the person like getting off the building and into a car and leaving. I think they will probably announce that they do have footage of a suspect where they are possibly leaving and escaping the crime scene by car. And from this highway, they could literally be anywhere at this point. So hopefully they catch this individual. Obviously, whichever side of the political spectrum you're on, you should not be supporting this type of violence. Anyways, that's just my thoughts on how I think potentially this person maybe got away. And I'm sure the FBI or local police force have access to this security system and have a lot more information than I do. But that's just glaring evidence right there as to how quickly this person could have gotten away from the scene of the crime. Anyways, if you want, I'll be streaming this and other newscasts daily on twitch.tv, twitch.tv/Alodar. I'll post the link down below, but you can come and chat with me about these and other topics as you want or as they arise. And we'll talk to you again soon. Take care.